You have been bench pressing for months, but your chest still looks flat. After a hard workout, your shoulders are exhausted and your triceps are pumped, but your pectoral muscles feel completely untouched. Analyzing the movement biomechanically, failure often stems from poor joint position during the lift, rather than a lack of genetic potential. To fix this, we are going to use a 3-phase science-based routine designed to shift the load away from the shoulders and force the pectoral muscles to do the work. Before we start, there is a strict prerequisite. You have to lower the weight you normally lift, drop your ego, and commit entirely to strict form. Mindlessly heaving heavy weight destroys the tension on your muscles. Mastering mechanical tension is the biological trigger for building a thicker chest. Most lifters walk into the gym and make a consistent technical error. They press with shoulders rolled forward and their chest collapsed inward. When collapsed, red lines show front deltoids and triceps absorbing the force. To correct it, lock your shoulder blades back and down, chest up. In this side-by-side, the corrected posture creates a prominent chest, lighting up pectoral fibers in green, while shoulders stay recessed. Now that your posture is set, we move into phase 1 of the protocol, the activation phase. This involves either slow cable flies or slow push-ups. You will execute 2 highly controlled sets. Squeeze the chest with a deliberate pause at the peak contraction, and then control the slow release back to the starting point. This process is called neural activation. Your goal here is to teach your nervous system how to properly recruit and fire the pectoral muscles before adding heavy resistance. Waking up the nervous system prior to heavy lifting acts as a safeguard. It prioritizes pectoral recruitment and stops the shoulders from hijacking the movement. Step 2 is the overload phase. For this, we use heavy incline dumbbell presses or machine presses for 3 rigorous working sets. A common failure point here is rushing the repetition. Dropping the weight fast and bouncing it off the chest instantly kills muscle tension. Instead, follow a strict tempo for the downward motion. You need a slow, controlled eccentric lowering phase, taking 3 seconds to bring the weight down. At the absolute bottom, hold a 1-second pause while pec fibers are maximally stretched. Then explode upward with control. Controlling the bottom stretch creates a major growth signal. If you cannot hold that pause, the weight is simply too heavy for the target muscle. The final step is phase 3, expansion. Targeting the upper fibers directly helps build a fully armored 3D shape across the top of the chest. Finish your workout with 2 to 3 sets of pump-focused movements like low to high cable flies or deep push-ups. Focus on the sweeping motion. Actively squeeze your arms upward and inward to fully engage the upper pectoral fibers. If you use a bench for these movements, keep the incline moderate. Setting the angle too high will shift the workload back onto the front deltoids. These higher repetition sets induce metabolic stress. This process draws concentrated blood and nutrients into the muscle tissue. This final flush of volume and blood flow expands the muscle fibers, finalizing the thickness of the chest. Here is the complete breakdown of the Alpha protocol. It begins with phase 1 activation for 2 sets, moves to phase 2 overload presses for 3 sets with a strict 1-second pause, and finishes with phase 3 expansion for 2 to 3 sets. Screenshot this plan, take it to the gym, and commit to executing it with precision for the next 4 weeks. Applying these biomechanics and tension rules will result in a visibly thicker, fuller, and stronger chest. Growth follows when the training system aligns with the body's mechanical requirements. Mastering science-based execution is the key to that optimization.